Hallo zusammen und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einem weiteren Angetestet Video von Trails in the Sky. Ich gucke gleich mal, dass wir dahin kommen, wo wir eigentlich hin müssen, weil ich glaube, sonst kann man sich hier noch ewig aufhalten. Farming, mining and timber, those are the three major industries here in Roland. It's not exaggeration to say that these industries are what support Roland economically. Achso, das war das letzte, was zu sagen, weil ich dachte, jetzt redet er mich da, wer weiß wie zu. Let's see here, it looks like my husband's gone to work. I'd better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of the shopping. Okay. Gut, ich versuche jetzt einfach mal... Na... Ich klicke hier mich mal gerade durch. Okay. Ich will ja eigentlich nur zu unserem Ziel. Deswegen... Kaffeebar. Map. Ach du Scheiße. Okay. Ihr seht, das ist ja schon sehr, sehr groß. Jetzt muss ich mal... Ich versuche jetzt wirklich mal dahin zu gehen, wo wir auch hin müssen. It's almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the guild house on the South Avenue. Ah, alright. Okay, South Avenue. West. North. Das Hotel. Die Kirche. Major Residence. Oh Gott, kann man sich hier verlaufen. Okay, South. Auf jeden Fall South. Wo bin ich? Gottes Willen. Ich glaube, ich habe mich hoffnungslos verlaufen. Ist es wieder das Hotel? Landing Port. Ja, das ist ja noch nicht das, was wir brauchen. Wie ich mich schon jetzt hier hoffnungslos verloren habe, ne? Verloren habe vor allen Dingen. Verlaufen habe. Das ist wieder die Church. Wir können auch überall rein, ne? Was ist das? Okay. Definitiv nicht das, was wir suchen. Genau, das war wieder das Hotel. Wo bin ich denn hier durchgekommen eben? Was ist das? Ach so. Ach, hier sind wir jetzt wieder. Okay. Hier ist wieder der Landing Port, okay. Da ist er ja! There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Einer. Good morning. Aina oder Einer, na ist egal. Is Sherry here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. Well, do your best. Our best. Nicht nur deines, meines auch. Ah, die haben wir ja auch schon im Vorspann gesehen, im Intro. Oh, the star and the hanging man, the hermit and the magician, and last of all inversion through the wheel of fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Sarah. Well, if isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quite you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Yes, sir. Sarah's picking on me. Don't worry, Sarah. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, especially is overly naive and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use and augment with some practice eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Sarah, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague... reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Oh god. What would you like to know about? About augments, about bracers, about the Liber Kingdom, about augments. Okay. Augments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed, although it's only been about 50 years since their invention. These devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters and other everyday products to weapons, magic and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. Bracers? Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating the monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the efforts of the bracers in each region. Okay, about the Liber Kingdom. The kingdom of Liber in which we live sits on the western half of the Samurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liber is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop augments. Augment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liber in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liber was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liber enjoys peace. Okay, that's all. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion for your training. Sarah, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So, what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at the desk. I guess I got all right for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it! Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Okay, was haben wir denn da? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Receive Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything of you may hear on anything that you may find, and where these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers, so get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted here. There. Okay. When the bulletin board is approached, question mark, nicht question mark, question mark ist ein Ausrufezeichen, Fragezeichen, ne? Also auf jeden Fall ein Ausrufezeichen. Mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view the details. Details. Okay. Was haben wir denn hier? Nur eins. Okay. Client results pay 500 Mira. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the content of a chest. Okay, feature result for details. Okay. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button on the configuration menu. Okay. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are lots of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I just have to be more motivated. Had a change for fart, have you? You betcha! Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your task. Next task. What we'll be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Meller's Orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Ach, da sind wir ja wieder. Na, super. Here's where you will learn how to use an Orbital factory's services. At an Orbital factory, you can modify your augments and synthesize support squads. Squads vor allem, oh Gott! Quads in order to use Orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and, if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Mellers, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here? No problem, leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Oh Gott! Ich wollte euch eigentlich hier noch ein bisschen zeigen, wie man kämpft, aber die Einleitung, die ist ja schon einfach, die ist ja schon wahnsinnig lang und verlangt mir gerade alles ab. Okay, augments. Augments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of augments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle augments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each augment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an Orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of Seit too. Oh, der hat viel zu erzählen, ne? Oh. Okay. Ich guck mal, wie ich das gerade hier so ein bisschen überspringen kann. It looks like Mr. Wells has answered all your questions. Naja, nicht wirklich, aber ne, wir wollen ja voranschreiten. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For what? For that, you're going to need some Seit. Okay. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular augments. Ich meine, learning by doing, ne? Das passt schon. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally, at a shop, you would be able to exchange a Seit for mirror, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Modify or Trade to use the Orbital Factory Services. Okay. Okay. Talk, modify traits. Also Slots erstellen. Slots then already open. All cards okay. Open. Okay. Ich glaube, wir brauchen da dieses, was sie gesagt hat, diesen, Elemental Quartz. It will work with each of your particular augments. Any elemental quartz is okay. And just where do you think you're going? We aren't finished with training yet. Ja. Moment. Modify trait. Quartz. Ah. Okay. Gut, für Estelle alles ist okay. Sepit, da sehen wir schon. 20 Unterschiede. Action, Defense, Attack. Machen wir mal Attack. Synthesized Attack 1. Yes. Synthesized Attack 1. Okay. Jetzt lass mich raten. Jetzt ein Slot, Estelle. All Quartz, okay. Nicht? Ich hätte jetzt gedacht, ich kann den reintun, da muss ich jetzt mit ihr reden. The arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your augments so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be installed in the augment screen. The augment screen can be utilized by selecting the augment tab in the main menu. Da ist es. Equipment. Unequipped. Erstell bitte. Accessory. Unequipped. Augment. Da ist es. Ah, und jetzt habe ich es ausgerüstet. Okay. Okay. Recovery. Aber vielleicht wollte ich nicht nochmal ansprechen. Recovery. So. Oh mein Gott, was ist das denn alles? Quartz. Range. Ist hier irgendwo Recovery? Gottes Willen. Das ist ja schon. Install a quartz into your augment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Look at your augments and make sure that recovery and attack arts are divided up between them. Ich habe ehrlich gesagt keine Ahnung, was ich machen muss. Ich habe da zwar jetzt schon ja geguckt. Es muss der hier sein. Quarz. Physical Damage Defense Recovery, da steht's ja. Water. Symbolize water. Okay. Moment. Water, water, water. HP. Yep. So. Jetzt equippen wir den mal. Slot is sealed. Nee. Was willst du von mir? Modify Slots. Erstelle. Can be opened. Okay, das kann ich so noch nicht machen. Apartments. Jetzt habe ich den drin. Oder soll ich den einen dann halt Dingenskirchen geben? Den habe ich ja noch gar nichts gegeben, ne? Time Quartz only. Aha. Ah. War das richtig? Was willst du von mir? Wie ich einfach überfordert bin, ne? Muss ich mit dir hier? Nö. Hier kann ich nur so einen herstellen. Na gut, ich würde sagen, ich mache ja Schluss und gucke mal nach, dass ich das hier hinbekomme.